All right, calm down, calm down.
What?
Yes.
He's back, everyone!
I'm back. All right, good day, Taos, and we have your news and more here on Channel 22. But first, before we start, let's start off with our disclaimer.
Yes, the views and opinions expressed in this broadcast are
Entirely ours, and not in any way associated with Channel 22, UNM, or the town of Taos.
Yes.
Okay, what's in the news today?
So the news today, I'm really interested in this story about Henrietta Lacks. She's this lady, she had a tumor 50 years ago, and she went in and had a little biopsy, and that tumor, the genetic material in that, has been used for a lot of medical creation over the last 50 years. It's the most significant genetic bit of information that we've come up with, and it's not something that she or her family controls. So they've been sued recently, and an amazing thing. She is the most probably in biochemistry. She's the most important figure, and she was an African American woman who people really don't know anything about.
So this tumor, this mutation, we found cures inside this mutation, or how's the advance?
Well, her genetic material goes into those petri dishes that people do testing on, and what's great about it is it grows. This tumor has this ability to constantly grow, and it makes this material infinitely harvestable.
Wow. So what have we been harvesting for? Can you give me an example?
So the polio vaccine, part of the reason that we have a polio vaccine is because it was tested with her genetics.
Holy smokes. Can I buy some of this on eBay or something? I mean, how do I get a hold of this?
Well, I'm not sure, but you probably can pick one up if you go into any lab anywhere.
Oh, okay.
And just say, oh, hey, hi, Henrietta.
Well, in a related medical story, we have, according to the BBC, childhood obesity rates decline in the U.S. for the first time.
Really?
Yes. Apparently, childhood obesity has been declined by 1% collectively in the United States. Some of the most significant states of decline, or other states showing improvement, were California, Iowa, Idaho, Kansas, Massachusetts, Maryland, Michigan, Minnesota, Mississippi, Montana, New Hampshire, New Mexico, and Washington.
So those New Mexican kids are slimming down by
it's slimming down a little
1% or less.
Yeah. Well, but obesity rates were up in 3 states, Colorado, Pennsylvania, and Tennessee. But Texas was not a part of this, this research. I guess they just, abstain from it because they know they're fat.
Yeah, well, we'll see about that.
In this report, obese children are 5 times more likely than their peers to remain overweight as adults. So thus, we have like 2/3 of adults in America obese. This is a very significant disease in our country.
Mm-hmm. It leads to so many other health concerns throughout life.
Even mental issues, a number of things. I mean, America really needs to get in shape. But hey, we're showing progress. We dropped it down by 1%.
In other news about people losing a little bit of themselves, did you hear about that shoe that washed up on I believe a New Jersey shore, where it still had a foot inside with painted toenails? So.
Did they find the rest of the body?
Well, I'm sure they'll get around to it eventually.
What kind of shoe?
It was a high top. It was a beautiful black high top. It was great. So
someone's missing their foot.
Someone's missing their foot.
Okay, according to New York Times, Obama cancels meeting with Putin because of Snowden. I guess it stresses it out a little too much. I mean, what do you think about that? I mean,
there are reasons to be annoyed with Russia over the issues that they're having.
The asylum that they offered to Snowden?
To Snowden, yes. So,
he has to go somewhere.
He has to go somewhere. But I don't know.
You don't know? I mean,
So
should Obama really cancel his meeting with Putin over...
It's a small little lane thing, and maybe it is a bit stomping feet that we didn't get hold of Snowden, but Snowden seems small in my book. And that's just my opinion, people.
Did you hear about this? Google Chrome security flaw allows access to users' passwords. I guess apparently there's a big flaw in Google Chrome. For all you people that use that as your browser, it is definitely not secure, and your passwords and your usernames can be obtained just from the access of your computer. There is no security measures to stop anybody. There's no password to get to the password. It's sort of like a keychain access, but without any kind of filter.
Well, security is this constantly moving sort of thing, and I expect my browser and almost most of my applications and half the apps on my phone to have security updates every few months. Anyway, there are always holes that that crop up in these things, and software is constantly changing. There's always new code being introduced to these things, and
Patches being introduced.
Yeah.
Well, Chrome is among one of the most widely used browsers on the web, but security researchers are now warning that it's far from safe. Developer Elliot Kember from New Zealand discovered that anyone with physical access to a computer running Chrome can see any password stored in the browser without having to bypass any single security barrier. I don't know, man. I'm a Safari guy myself, but the thing I don't like about Google is that they make you turn on your cookie functions to get to your own personal email and stuff. I just don't agree with that.
That introduces a lot of security issues, and having those cookies on really allows other services, other people, to other companies, AdAware or DoubleClick are constantly tracking you to a certain degree. So yeah, it's not that fun.
Well, everybody's tracking you now. You name it.
People are beginning to find out about you and me. So maybe.
Well, did you hear about this on Veterans Today? They did a report on Chinese alignment with hostile alien forces brings Pacific war threat. Did you hear about the Chinese making some kind of treaty with the aliens?
I didn't see that movie last week.
I'm sorry. It almost sounds like a movie. According to Veterans Today, China has, they have created a treaty with the aliens, with the hostile aliens or whatever, in exchange for certain technologies. And one of the technologies is like this kind of like black oil concept, like from X-Files. I know it sounds like a really far-fetched concept, but I mean, I don't know. Go to Veterans Day and check it out. Also, a little bit of a missile technology, I guess, was exchanged too.
So are you talking about the black oil sort of thing in the X-Files season 1 or season 2?
Yes,
where it seeps into people and you get these little whatever oil over your eye? No.
Yes. I mean, apparently that is one of the technologies that was given to them. And also some other, genetic technology with their own DNA, Japanese DNA and mongrel DNA. Or Mongolian DNA. Somehow or somewhere, supposedly the Chinese are boasting that they have a weapon that will basically kill everybody who is Asian genetic based. Yeah, that it actually goes after your Anglo-Saxon population or your Latino population.
I have 14% Asian content in my genetic. Am I okay?
You might be. Okay. The black oil may not affect you. I don't know. Okay. All right. Any more news?
I think that I'm getting ready to listen to the weather.
To the weather?
Yes.
Okay.
Ready for the weather?
Yeah, I'm off.
Let's do the weather.
All right.
Okay.
Catch you later.
And now for weather with Robert.
Thanks, Enrico. And good day, Taos. I have your weather for Thursday, August 8th, 2013. Now expect a high of 75 degrees and a low of 46 degrees. We have 56% humidity, 30% chance of rain, 11 on the UV index level. We are in the waxing crescent phase of the moon. Now on to events with Enrico.
Thanks, Robert. And now some events for Taos. First off, there's the figure drawing group. It's meeting over on the studio on Seco Rim Road. Go ahead and get in contact with Michael. His number is 505-412-7715. It's a great thing. You bring your sketch pads, pencils, and charcoal, and you have it's a good group of people to be with. Also, in Taos, there is a drop-in meditation at the Taos Mountain Sangha. They meet at 11:30, and so come in and center yourself. I've been there. It's great. I went for a half an hour sort of thing, and when I opened up my eyes afterwards, it's like, oh, I have friends. They showed up. Nice. Anyway, hope you have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow.